I came over here in 2002, and my test to figure out where I was going to stay, somebody in the state sat down and said, you know what, the UK is a pretty small place. So we're going to give you 5 days to choose where you're going to live for the next 5 years, set up home, everything else. So guess what? You're going to go up to Manchester, you're going to go to Bristol, and you're going to go to Birmingham. And we're going to give you 8 different locations around those cities. You have 5 days to land in London, go around those places, and come back. It's only this big on a map, so it shouldn't take you that long. You've never driven on that side of the road, but go for it. So as we pulled out of Manchester Airport, and I'm like, oh crap, how am I going to drive here? So then we're on the motorway where we're going to go to the hotel. And guess what? You know what? I'm just going to the first location because I don't even know how to get back to the hotel, even though it's right behind me. So we went out. So along this, each time my test was to walk down the street. And I walk down the street and I go, good morning, how are you? And Birmingham, Harborne, Birmingham, was the only place that I got 5 people that actually responded to me, didn't think I was crazy, didn't run away from me. 5. That was the highest number out of 20 people in a morning. People are scared to interact because it's not natural. They don't want to do it. There's nothing that we've exchanged. There's no gravity between you and me, except right now, you knew that I was going to be speaking, and so might as well talk to him a little bit. There's a little bit of gravity there. But if you're walking down the street and you're on your way to buy a coffee, you're on your way to buy a coffee. You're going this way. Has nothing to do with me unless I bump into you, unless you need to borrow some money so that you can change some money because you have to go coins for pound notes, whatever else it is. There's nothing that's going to exchange there. So I'd go to events. I'd see, Jonathan, great, thanks for giving me your business card. This is great. I'm going to go back, I'm going to log this into LinkedIn. I'm going to go ahead and put them into my Filofax or my iPhone or whatever else it is. And then I'm scrolling through about 3 years later and Jonathan Heemus, who is that? Delete, you know, whatever you just, or reconnect or delete. So there was nothing there. And I did this. I had 5,000 contacts on LinkedIn. I didn't use Facebook at that point in time, but had that. I'd been given 2 awards for notable networker, all this stuff. 2009, my firm that brought us over here went back to the States. So I had to become self-employed. Crap, I have huge amounts of contacts. I have a huge network. I know all these people. Everybody knows me. I've got awards that say people know me. And I couldn't get a job at the level I knew I was worth. So I sat back and said, you know what? I've been doing this a lot and I've been doing it wrong. So there had to be a solution. There had to be a mathematical solution that said, how can I make my networking better? So when I came down to it, I looked back at what happened to us as human beings. In the beginning, living in grass huts. We were just sitting around campfires, sharing stories, living subsistence. We were just going from place to place. We didn't have to network. Our network was our family or our tribe or everything else. Then guess what? We invented money. And money said, you know what? Your tribe's really good at farming cotton and your tribe's really good at hunting rabbits. So let's get together and we'll trade you some cotton for some rabbits and we'll start to move forward. So there needed to be a reason for this village to talk to this village to move forward so that they became really good at what they did. So then this is my envisage of what most people feel networking is like. You're that person in the middle, and there's one salmon, there's one piece of business, there's one employee, whatever it is, that one idea, and everybody says, you know what, that person could give me some business, that person's really well connected, that person's really this, and everybody jumps on them. You know, it's Richard Branson walks in the room, everybody goes over and wants to meet him because they've always wanted a selfie with him, they've always wanted these things. So we then created this weird dynamic that is, you must network to improve yourself, to improve your business, to improve your wealth. And really when it comes down to it, your network is actually about the people that give you connection to your job, give you connection to your community, and give you connection to your wealth. And wealth, I don't mean money. What I mean is wealth is that feeling that you've gone to work, done something well, and when you come home that night, you can live the life that you want to live. So you don't, some people are very wealthy on 50,000 pounds a year. Some people are wealthy when they have 50 million pounds in the bank. Everybody has a different level of wealth. And so when I talk about wealth throughout this, it's not about the money. It's about the connections, the things that you can provide through your work, and the way that you actually interact with people.